Good morning, this is Gary with Junk Remov-ALL, soon to be Easy Go Junk Removal. Hey, yesterday was a very interesting day. We woke up when there was nothing on the docket. We had 0 jobs scheduled. We weren't sure what we were going to do. And so we were thinking, hey, well, we start doing our planning, meaning go out, hand out cards, flyers, etc., and start working that angle. But by the end of the day, we wound up with 4 healthy jobs, and we were very appreciative of that. 2 of those jobs were repeat customers, and we've been really blessed with repeat customers. And one of the things that you always want to do is build relationships with people, because you don't know who's going to wind up coming back to you using your services over and over again. One of those yesterday was a real estate agent, and it was the second time that we used him, but he came through another real estate agent, which we've used once, and 2 referrals. And so that's how we're building our little business, is that we are sitting there building relationships with people. We know that we have a service that is going to benefit people, and if it's not going to benefit them today, it will benefit them later. You know what I just noticed? I just noticed how that looks to everybody driving behind me. Junk Remov-ALL, with my phone number sitting there. Bada boom. Advertising all the time. I love it, man. Anyway, and I have the same thing on my shirt. Never ever underestimate the power of what I call free advertisement. And on the back of my shirt is the same thing, that with my big phone number sitting right across it. So I can't tell you how many times I've been in line at a store and people ask me, hey, is that what you do, etc. Yeah, and they'll take a picture of it, or they ask me for my card. God knows how many times people have just clicked a picture just for a reference. I know I have, with a plumber or electrician or whatever. I have done that. And so I know that this is that quiet type of advertising. People, it's not in your face. It's just subtle, and it's not offensive. And if people like it, they remember it. And if people don't, it's no harm, no foul. So always remember to put your first or your best face, your best face forward at all times. And especially when you're driving in a company truck and you're wearing company gear, you're always on display. So you always want to watch your P's and Q's, because if somebody cuts you off, you definitely don't want to sit there and flip them off and cuss them out and all that kind of stuff, because that could come back to haunt you. You look like a jerk out there, so you don't want to do that. And so when you're wearing your company's clothing, or you're driving around in a company truck, always act that professional way. So back to yesterday, we ended up with 4 jobs. 2 of them were repeat customers, which is unbelievable. And 2 of them were new customers. And we love our new customers, because we never know, what that means. Just remember that the business that we're in will benefit everybody at one point or time in their life. And whether or not it's today, a year from now, or 2 years from now, you're constantly building that pipeline of people who will be interested in your business. And so you want to always treat people that way, because we don't know. I know I have bumped into people that say, hey, I got your card 6-8 months ago, and they're using my service today. So I'm always aware of that fact. The other thing I wanted to kind of touch base on is some of these jobs, you get some neat stuff, and I wanted to share some of the neat things that I got on the job yesterday. Some tools, and not the kind of tools that you usually think of, rakes, spades, pitchforks, brooms, etc. These are kind of hand tools, and they just kind of came my way. The customer had a whole lot of them, and they just decided to say, these are the ones I don't want, and they were really interested. So what I did is I put a little separate video together on my little booty yesterday, and so I'm happy. I mean, it's pretty cool. And if you didn't want these kind of tools and you had a garage sale, they'd sell really fast, because tools on a garage sale sell extremely fast. And so never say no to these things unless you're just never going to do a flea market or a garage sale. But hey, during the slow times, who knows, man, right? So anyway, let me get to that video and then I'll get back to you. All right, I just wanted to share a couple of things that I got today on the job. This was the smaller of the jobs. We had two of them. We had one that had a whole lot of brush, and we pretty much filled the trailer up with that, and then we went and stopped by this smaller job, and we made good money today. That being said, this is some of the things that we that we picked up. This is a Stanley. It's plastic, but it's true. It's not broken. It made by Stanley, and no broken bubbles, brand new and level, man. So that was kind of cool. This here, what most of us call crescent wrenches, but this is a Cobalt lifetime warranty, 8-inch adjustable wrench. That was free. These are actually, I've already checked them out. These are better than my Weiss. This is made by Ace. Let me see here. There it is, Ace. And probably the same thing as the Weiss, but these work better than mine. And brand new shape, as you can see. Not an issue with them. Got this little branch cutter. That will stay in the truck, by the way, because I'm always using stuff like that, and I won't have to bring out my chainsaw for little things like that. And it folds, and it just kind of hides and won't be a problem. Then I got this Zerk, which works. Stud finder, brand new shape, man. I got this Cobalt hacksaw, really kind of cool, lifetime guarantee, guys. Got a C-clamp, 4-inch. Got a Fiskars, I think it's Fiskars. Yep, Fiskars pruning. I'll just throw that in the truck along with these Coronas. Corona's a good brand. Let me see, where is it? Yep, Corona, right there. And we got that. We got these hangers. This is pretty cool. We got this Nicholson hacksaw along with Nicholson hacksaw blades. I think there's 6 or 8 of them in there. Not too shabby. We'll take them, right? Brand spanking new. This was kind of really cool. A Klein, made in the USA, high quality, very nice. Thank you very much. Almost new condition. And oh, we got this Stanley combination saw, no rust, in fantastic shape. And there's the Stanley. Anyway, these are just some of the things that you can get on a job. And I got paid to take this away, don't forget that. And then and I made a profit on top of it, so that is always a good thing. And I guess the other thing is when you can sell things like this. They go fast at a yard sale. So if I was to take anything away from like today, would be number one, always have a backup plan when there's no work, and that means you're hustling when there's no work, meaning you're handing business cards out. And more important than just handing business cards out is introducing yourself, who you are and what you do. Because again, without going into real, great detail, I never hear of anybody go, wow, that's a really stupid service. Every time I hear, wow, that's really a needy service. We need that here. And so I never forget that in the back of my head. So when I walk into a place, whether it's a real estate office or a assisted living facility or a hospital or wherever you're going, I know that what I do for a living is pertinent. And I know it's pertinent to what they do, because if they don't need me now, they may need me later. And that's the reality. I'm not chumming the waters for today. I'm chumming the waters for tomorrow, next week, next month, 3 months, maybe a year from now. It doesn't matter. I'm constantly chumming the waters. I'm constantly making people know, making my business known to people. And that's important, because otherwise anything that you build can just disappear. So you never give up. The hustle never ends. It never ends. It's constant. And you make yourself available to people, and you make relationships. This is the other thing. Relationships are built by the time you walk into a door and you introduce yourself and you hand a business card. And those relationships are grown through service and just through a handshake, all that kind of meaningful thing that we sometimes we don't even think about anymore. And it's important. It's important to build on a daily basis. So that being said, that's pretty much what I take away from yesterday's work. And today's been the same way. I didn't wake up with anything on today, and we've already had 2 jobs. So I'm thrilled the way this business is moving ahead, but it takes work and it takes diligence, and it's not something that you just take for granted. The last thing I'll tell you is the side hustle to your hustle is the things that you get and that you can sell. Whether or not it's the hand tools that I just shared, or if it's a washer or dryer, if they work, there's a side hustle to it. You know, they're worth $100 a piece. And, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but that's easy money. You know, you throw it on a marketplace, next door, the Craigslist, or whatever it is, you have that ability. And that's not only there. You've got couches, dressers, you've got just a myriad of things that you can sell, and those are your side hustles. And the other good thing is, even if you can't sell it and it's not the side hustle, there's always the ability to give things away, find people in need that are doing less or less fortunate than you, and finding a spot for it, whether it's through St. Vincent's de Paul. I'm not big on Goodwill, Salvation Army, if they're in your area. I like that. You know, those kind of thrift stores that are, you know, nonprofit. I like that. And if I'm able to give that, to them, I'm happy. And that just makes me feel better instead of throwing it in the dump. Anyway, this is Gary with Junk Remov-ALL, soon to be Easy Go Junk Removal. And we can't wait to get that ball rolling. And y'all take care. Please like and subscribe our videos. And they're only going to get better from here. All right, guys. Take care.